Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Bobbin. I hope you're doing well. And today I'll be talking about how you can become a happier person overall and feel better in the day-to-day. And I'm making this video because I'm a crisis responder for Kids Help Phone. So I see people almost every single shift talking about how they're feeling sad or lonely or depressed or things like that. And of course, I'm sure um, there's valuable reasons for that, and I do my best to support them and help them overcome those feelings and think about solutions that they can uh, do to help themselves, as well as get therapy and stuff like that if needed. But I think in the modern day, there's a lot of people who feel just kind of like um, tired and just not well most of the time. So if that sounds kind of like you, I think you'll enjoy this video, and at the very least you can apply some of these concepts to make yourself feel better. So the first tip I have would be to practice gratitude. So this is basically thinking about all the different things that you're grateful for. You can think about this mentally. You can create a reminder on your phone to remind yourself to practice this kind of day to day. You could take a pencil and paper and just write out everything that you're grateful for. You can use like your computer and type out that stuff too. And the point is to just think about every little thing that you're grateful for, like just being, well enough to watch this video, being, having housing, food, and stuff like that. I also work as like a research assistant at Vancouver General Hospital, and like I'm a part of a study where we help people with spinal cord injuries basically regain function and become better over time using like electrical stimulation and like somatic motor stimulation. So basically getting them to walk with supported like in a machine and stuff like that. So I see people day to day and the things that they're going through. And I also work at a seniors home, so I see what happens as you become older and approach your like 70s, 80s, 90s, and so on. So honestly, please try your best to be grateful just for being the way you are and for all of the little things that you have. Like there are 800 million people in this world that don't even have access to clean drinking water. They have to walk miles and miles for it and spend a good chunk of their time just worrying about water. So I promise you, you're in a much better situation than you think. So that's practicing gratitude. The next one would be to foster meaningful relationships. So this doesn't have to be with significant others, but it can just be with your friends, your family, and all of that stuff as well. And spend time with them. So like make efforts to see them, to call them. With a lot of my friends who are usually kind of in the busier side or studying for exams or MCAT or whatever, make the effort to give them a call and be like, hey, do you want to do this or whatever when you're finally done the MCAT? Or do you want to have a quick call, check in, how you're doing, stuff like that. And honestly, most people are just very friendly, but you just have to go first. So if you're kind of making that initiative, even if it's like friends from high school you're reconnecting with or whatever on Instagram or Facebook, if you send that first message, it's probably going to lead to something positive for you, and you also being able to keep in touch and make more friends, as well as just talking to the people at the places that you already go to or in school or whatever. It's never a bad idea to just be like, hi, my name is this, what type of student are you, or what do you study, or what year are you in, or whatever, or is this the right class? People are usually very friendly. So yeah, I think that is a great tip as well. And the next one would be mindfulness. So I will admit that I'm not the best at this one, but I'm working to improve it. And basically what this means is just trying to be present in the day to day and trying to be less anxious about like and worry about the future and reminisce about like the past. So really try to stay calm, enjoy the day to day. I saw this quote the other day talking about how no goal is truly unrealistic, but timelines and time frames can be. So if you give yourself enough time to do something, you can definitely work towards it, make progress, and achieve it within reason, of course. So keep that in mind, because I know a lot of us younger generation people kind of have this urgency and this desire to prove people, or to, I don't know, some people like to show off on Instagram or social media or whatever, and stuff like that. And you just want to really win, and you want to win really quickly, but realize that what you're seeing on social media and stuff is not really real most of the time, or it's just a quick snapshot of something that has taken years and immense amounts of hard work to produce. So don't compare yourself to other people, basically. Remember that not everybody is the same, and everybody has their own advantages and stuff like that. So that is bringing me to my next point, is set realistic goals for yourself. And you can write this down on a piece of paper, and you can keep it like right in front of your desk, or right in front of like your phone screen or something like that, so that you're constantly seeing it, you're constantly thinking about it, and thinking of ways to uh, overcome it and reach the goal. But honestly, also make sure that you're trying to enjoy the processes and the day to day. I know it's super cliche, but the thing is, it's okay to celebrate your victories and stuff like that, but really try to make the most out of the day to day. And I know that's easier said than done. Trust me, I always think about like the future and stuff like that. But really do your best to kind of stay grounded and be mindful, I would say. The next one would be to embrace a healthy lifestyle. So this would be making sure you're getting exercise or just some sort of movement every single day, whether it's going to the gym, a walk, whatever, just any sort of movement and exercise, I think, will make a really big impact on your mood and make you feel much better. And in conjunction with that, make sure you're trying to do your best to eat as healthy as you can and get fruits and vegetables, and basically avoid the processed foods, and just try doing that as much as you can, as often as you can, and your body will thank you for that. And I would say another big thing you can do is find purpose and meaning. So whether this is from your job, whether it's from your things outside of your job, whether it's volunteering, whether it's doing things that you're interested in, try to find meaning and purpose, because if you can kind of find things that you naturally like and enjoy to do, and you can kind of incorporate a lot of that stuff into your day-to-day, it'll make you feel a lot more fulfilled and happy. For me personally, I really enjoy tutoring and working with students. I enjoy the extracurriculars I do and the work I do, so that makes it much more enjoyable and fun. And it'll affect your mood greatly if you're doing that. Because there's this other quote that I kind of remembered, and that's basically goes like, you can never beat the person who's just having fun. You can never like outwork them or do better than them, or it'll be really, really difficult in order to do so. So if you're trying to have fun in the things that you're doing and find joy, it will really help you and allow you to work a lot harder and do better than the people that are being forced to do it or not really wanting to do something like that. And another thing I would say is try to limit your screen time. You can obviously watch my videos and TikToks and all of that sort of stuff, but do your best to spend a lot more time outdoors with friends or family or whatever, or even going for walks or just doing things outside, and avoid social media, I would say within reason, and try to minimize the time you spend just scrolling TikTok or just mindlessly, on Instagram or whatever. because I found that anytime that I've excessively used it for like a long period of time, whether it's like 15-20 minutes of scrolling, you start to feel like your brain has turned to mush and you start to feel low on energy. So I would say do the things that energize you and lower the things that decrease your energy if you want to feel happier. And just spending time in nature and by bodies of water, so lakes, oceans, whatever, it's that really good for you mentally, and it will lower your blood pressure and all that sort of stuff too. And lastly, just make sure you're practicing self-compassion and like avoiding self-criticism if it's not meaningful, and you try your best to keep a positive mindset and a positive outlook, because remember, whatever you're going through or whatever you're feeling, it does not last forever. Things are always changing, whether it's good times or bad times. But if you try to stay positive and do your best to focus on the good things, it will help you immensely, as well as surrounding yourself with happier people and people that are positive. Definitely be positive for you as well. So those are the points I want to make in this video. I highly encourage all of you to try some of these things if you're feeling a little bit on the sadder side. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share, comment your favorite wellness tips, and yeah, subscribe and follow for more. And take care.